I think there's a number of factors, not surprisingly, but firstly, as I touched on earlier, just having someone that really is clear on what they're trying to achieve and they're really passionate. So we were really looking at that individual to understand from a management perspective, how are they operating and do we think that they actually have the skills to be successful? A business plan's a big part of that, but as is their ability to communicate and equally their passion. Because passion's what gets people excited, it's what kind of moves the world, really. So that's probably the most important. But obviously there's the lending component. So what sort of ratios are we looking to lend against on if we're using a property to purchase, for example, or we're using property to secure a facility.
Yeah.
Also, the affordability. We want to understand, is the person in a position where they can actually afford the finance? And to the point earlier, we spend a bit of time with the business owner, helping them understand how we look at that equation. And then just looking at the actual transaction itself. So for example, we might have someone we're working really closely with that is a fantastic business owner and they're running a really successful business, but the particular initiative or project they're looking to do maybe doesn't stack up in a financial sense. So that's when we would make recommendations to that person to say, look, possibly haven't thought it through, or there's something that we're not aware of, but looking at this in a numerical sense, maybe doesn't quite work. And that may then translate into us getting more information, or what often happens is the business owner then maybe slightly tweaks their strategy to make it work better for them, when also work better for the bank as well.
So in essence, you were actually providing like a critique on their numbers.
Yeah, absolutely.
And saying, hey, this stacks, maybe not quite.
Yeah, absolutely.